Greetings everyone, King Soon here, and this is another episode of my life on mission.
This can't be.
So what is this video gonna be about today? The title of this video is Things I've Learned Since Moving to Mexico. Woo! Here we go. Let's go. Number one, it is an absolute culture shock. Okay? When I say absolute, I do mean absolute culture shock to be here in Mexico. Things are so different here. Even the way that people carry themselves, the way they wake up, the way they start their days, the way that they move throughout their days, the things that they do during their days is completely different than where I'm from. You know, I'm from Las Vegas, where you pretty much start your day whenever you get up. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a job you have to report to at a certain time. But you pretty much start your day whenever you get up. Out here in Mexico, it's different. Like the roosters wake everybody up, first of all. And that brings me to point number two. The second reason why, or the second thing I've learned since being in Mexico, and the second thing that I've learned is that kindness is real. That kindness is real. You come from the United States and you come from a place where not everybody's so nice all the time, where people are just rude. They're having a bad day, so they want you to have a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Out here in Mexico, for some reason, everybody's having a good day every day. Even when they're having a bad day, they're not projecting that energy on you. And it's such a beautiful thing. It's such a peaceful place. I can't explain it. Like, you wake up in peace, you go to sleep in peace. Like, and I'm out here in Oaxaca now. I was in Mexico City before. I flew out to Oaxaca because this is the place that was calling me the most, and now I see why. It has the ultimate peace. Moving on. The third thing that I've learned since moving to Mexico. The food is real. Like, in the United States, and I'm not hating on the United States before somebody gets angry at me about it. Like, I'm just saying, the food here in Mexico is real. It's authentic. It's authentic. It's all the animals you eat, if you eat meat, the animals you eat are authentic. They were farm raised. They came from somebody's farm. They weren't born in a lab somewhere or in this big building somewhere where they mass produce these animals just to kill them for your food. No, these animals are farm animals. Like, they're real. It's real food. And it's real food, and it's healthier. Like, it's a lot healthier. Like, I've been eating a lot since I've been here, and I've never felt better. You know, back in the United States, I'm not eating that much, and I still felt like crap. So it's definitely a beautiful thing being out here in Oaxaca, Mexico, where the food is authentic. Get me some tlayudas. You know what I'm saying? I can't do all that cheese, but you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's really good. It's just really, really good. Like, when I say the food here is so freaking good, I even had McDonald's in Mexico City, and it tasted different. I was like, what? They got the Gouda cheese, however you say that, Gouda cheese. Like, how you got Gouda cheese on a burger like that? Like, I never even, you would think I'm in fine dining or fine cuisine or something the way I'm talking about this food. And that's because it tastes really good. When you go get it from the store, you could tell it's not pumped full of hormones. You know what I'm saying? Which brings me to the fourth thing that I've learned since being in Mexico. Everything is cheap. Everything is cheap. I went to the store and bought groceries, and I'll do a grocery haul for y'all again. I went to the store to buy not only groceries, but some things that my Airbnb needed. This is my Airbnb that y'all can see right here. Okay? And it turned out that it wasn't that expensive. I went to Walmart and spent almost $300, and that's because I bought a microwave, a blender, a hot water kettle, and an electric stove thing. Which brings me to the fifth thing. I don't even know what number I'm on. I should never do counts. But I had to buy an electric burner because the stove works on propane, and so does the water heater. So you can imagine, if I want to take a hot shower, I'm taking away from the propane that I could be potentially using to cook. You know what I'm saying? So this is another shock for me. And it's not that it's that shocking, because I don't like really cooking anyway, but it's not that shocking to me, but it is at the same time that at any given moment, at a moment's notice, you can run out of propane. You could think you about to go make you a beautiful meal, and next thing you know, propane gone. There's no more, like there's no more propane to light the stove with. So I thought about it. Instead of being a complaining American, I thought about just going to the store and buying an electric stove. Like, I'll just buy an electric stove because I could just plug it up, you know what I'm saying? Which was a dope investment. And it'll become a dope investment for the person that owns this Airbnb. And by the way, his name is Fernando. His name is Fernando, and he's really, really kind. That's another thing. Again, I go back to that point that the people here are really kind. He don't treat me like I'm ignorant. If I call him and I need something, he will literally drive all the way across town to come pick me up just to take me wherever I need to go. And then when he gets done taking me, he asks me if I need anything else. He's really kind-hearted, you know? People have, you know, said a lot of negative things about Mexico, and it's this and it's that, and people are rude, and that's because people out there doing what they not supposed to be doing. Like, get your ass back in your crib. Me, I like to chill at home no matter what country I'm in, so I haven't been out much. When I do decide to go out, of course, I'm gonna take y'all out and I'm gonna show y'all everything that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but other than that, it's so beautiful. I went to the store the other day or last week and bought groceries. Bought hella groceries. You hear me? Hella. And I only spent like $65, $70. And all I could think to myself is, if the groceries in the grocery store are cheap, what are they gonna be like in the marketplace? To be continued on that. To be continued on that. What else? Rent is super cheap, and I'm only renting through Airbnb, and I'll give y'all the details after I do a walkthrough of my apartment or my house, because I gotta clean it up first. It's not that it's dirty, it's just I want it, you know, to look all beautiful for the video. But what else have I learned since being in Mexico? I've learned that they're kind to you even if you don't know the language. They're willing to work with you on the language, and that should let you know to not be afraid to travel here. Or any other country for that matter, but Mexico mainly because they're not going to judge you for not knowing the language. They're not gonna treat you like you're stupid for not knowing the language. They're gonna treat you like you're actually somebody, even if you don't know the language. And then they're gonna help you. And they're also interested in learning English so they can do better with tourism. You know what I'm saying? It's so amazing, like, being here. Like, another thing that I've learned since being in Mexico is they party a lot. Y'all had to hear it. Christmas and New Year's, fireworks like crazy. Up until yesterday, there were fireworks like crazy. And I hear people on YouTube complaining about the noise all the time. Do y'all hear anything? No, I don't know where y'all moving to. I don't know what part of Mexico y'all moving to, but Oaxaca got that silence for you. Yes, there are dogs. The dogs will bark all day, but it depends on how your apartment or your home is built. That will block out the noise. The neighbors will party all day, but you can't even hear their music. The loudest thing over here is the roosters. Like, the roosters are the loudest things out here. And I laugh at them every morning because I'm up before the sun. So I'm up before the roosters. So I scare them. I probably wake them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I just wanted to get on here and do this video for y'all because I know that I haven't been keeping it up with this YouTube page, and I'm trying my hardest. It's just this social media. It's my life on mission. Feel me? My life on mission. And the one thing that I've had since I've been here is so much peace. So much peace to think and decide exactly what it is that I want and that I desire for my life. Like, I can't think of, right now, I can't think of a better place to be. Like, right now in this moment, I can't think of a better place to be. Oaxaca, Mexico is it. Everybody's like, go visit this place and go visit that place. You should check out Puerto Escondido. You should check out this. You should check out, I'm cool right where I'm at. I'm not adventuring through Mexico, okay? I'm stopping through Mexico. I'm stopping through Mexico on my way to the motherland. You know what I'm saying? And I'm coming here because everything is cheap here. From the food to your rent, to the energy bills if you have them. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything in Mexico is cheap. Everything in Mexico is so cheap. It's so affordable. And the people are so wonderful. And Mexico has Walmarts. So before y'all think about coming to Mexico thinking it's such a rural place, because that's what people love to say, right? Mexico's so rural. Like, no, it's not. It's actually extremely modern. It's more modern than a lot of places that I've visited in my life. Like, they got everything you need in Mexico. Everything. So if you're thinking about coming to visit, come on. You're going to have the time of your life simply because you're going to have more peace than you've ever felt. Because people here, which is another thing I've learned, people here mind their business. Where I'm from in Vegas, they're so nosy. They all up in your shit. They all up in your shit trying to figure out what you doing, when you doing it, how you doing it, and who you doing it with. Out here, they're not worried about you. They're not worried about you. You ain't worried about them. They're not worried about you. The locals here are not worried about you. They out and they hustling. They out spending time with their family, partying with their family, having fun, laughing, smiling, kicking it. They're not worried about you. And I love that part. But another thing that gets me, that's such a culture shock, is the fact that everything is so peaceful. Like Fernando left his windows down when we went to Walmart. I'm like, you left your windows down? No way. You know what I'm saying? Like what? You gotta be kidding me. But at the same time, that's amazing. That's amazing that you can be that culturally sound to be able to leave your windows down while you rolling through the town. Bars. No, but for real, parked in a Walmart parking lot in Las Vegas, if you leave your windows down, when you come back, you won't have a radio. You won't have a radio. Nothing will be in your car. Your car might not be there when you come back. The car was there when we came. I'm shocked. I am blown. You hear me? Blown. Not blown, but blown. I'm like, yo, this is such a culture shock. And of course, I'm gonna do individual videos where I talk about these things here individually, like the culture and the people and the music and the food and the liquor. Ooh. Like I'm gonna talk about all of it. But I just wanted to do this video as a means of starting to keep up with this YouTube page. So I hope y'all enjoy this. And this is my life on mission.